All right, if you made it through all those videos, we are now on Apple's financial statements. I'm in their 10K right now. So the AOCI, the accumulated other comprehensive and income loss, that is going to go under the equity section of the financial of the balance sheet. And so if you look here, this counts the most current year. So we have 2019 fiscal year ending and then 2018. So if we look at AOCI, we were negative $3.4 billion the prior year. This year we are down $500 million. So the question is what causes this change from $3.4 billion down to $500 million? So if you go to the comprehensive income statement, here's our cash flow friend. That is it's right below the income statement. So here it is, statement of comprehensive income. So if we look, the change was around 2.7 billion in the AOCI account. And so here's that difference. So we went down and decreased by 2.7 billion because remember we were just negative. So just to kind of show you that one more time, just so you make sure you understand. Here's the 3.4. It decreased 2.7. So it decreased, and this is an accumulated account. So every time there's a change in calculation from the comprehensive income statement, the balance sheet is going to get updated. All right. So if we come back up here, we're going to look and we're going to see what's going on. So a big piece on this one is we have a really large change in unrealized gains and losses in marketable securities. So if we look here, our marketable securities in 2019 went up just 3.8 billion, everyone. Just 3.8 billion. We're talking about big numbers here. So you can see the importance of having this part of the financial story is that as you hold these huge sums of marketable securities, you have to show those changes. The videos that you watched talked a little bit about derivative instruments and stuff like that. So derivatives derive their value from an underlying asset. These are a little more complex for accounting one, but you can see that number went down. There was a decrease in an adjustment of $638 million. And then here's your foreign currency translation. So as Apple does business around the world, they're moving currencies around into other currencies, and they're really moving it back into the U.S. dollar because that's where they hold their parent company, and the world's majority of financial transactions that are happening in the U.S. dollar. So if we look here, that's a change. That's a currency translation adjustment there. So if you take those three totals and you add it up, you get 2.7 in unrealized gains income. So your comprehensive income, you take your net income from your multi-step income statement of 55 billion. We have an upward adjustment of 2.7. So our comprehensive overall income, the comprehensive piece is 58. Okay. And the reason why it's all net of tax here, it's all a paper gain and loss. It's not we're actually selling and we're paying a tax. So you always just put it in net of tax. Your taxes are paid up here on the income statement. So that's just a subtle thing to understand. But you might have no clue what I'm talking about. You might have a clue if you really watch the videos closely. This is a more complicated piece. I'm glad that we're kind of talking about it, though, here at the end, because you guys have really grown as accounting and finance students. And I think this is, some of you're probably excited to kind of see the final statements here. So if we get back into it, I'm going to go back into Apple. If we look, so there's the income statement. There's the multi-step income statement there we've covered. We're talking about the comprehensive income statement now. We did the balance sheet pretty thoroughly. And here is the equity statement. And really what we did on here is we focus on the change in retained earnings. So we this is the part that we highlighted in the class throughout year. There's different parts of it. But for complexity's sake, we're looking at the retained earnings. And then we have our statement of cash flows. And if you look at the big statement of cash flow piece, you did operating, investing, and financing activities, and then we focused on making the operating section of the statement of cash flows. So holy cow, everybody, you guys have done a lot this year. We threw the kitchen sink at you. You got a little bit of taste of everything on this 10K as far as the financials go. And so now you're just going to build from here as a business student. And if you do not like accounting or finance, there's nothing wrong with you. You could go be the best marketing management major of all time. But I will say this, you do need to know the basics of numbers in a business environment. That way, when you walk in the meetings and they're talking about budgets and this, that, and the other, you could kind of keep up. But if you do go into accounting or finance, you're going to continue to grow here. I just got a nice email from a student who just graduated from a college with an accounting degree, and she's moving on, and everything's going really well. So I like to hear those stories. Even if you're not an accounting major, I will still like you. Yes, I will. You got to do what you enjoy. You got to find what you're passionate about, and you got to go with it. So whatever that is for you, I have 3 sons, and I want them to be excited and passionate about the things that they're doing, and it's up to them. It's their life, and whatever it is they want to get after, I will support. The most important thing to me is that they're a good person. They treat people well, and they work hard. And they have integrity. And if you have those things, it doesn't matter what you go into, you will be successful, and you will be surrounded by people that think like you, because you're going to surround yourself with people that have integrity and make the right decisions and treat people fairly. And that you'll have a much happier life when you surround yourself with people like that versus the takers of the world who find opportunity and don't care about other people. So good luck to all of you. Hopefully you are getting some of this. There's no work to be done right now. It's just to watch these videos today. All right. Thank you.